relax and then you will go away. I'm not gonna be begging you to stay. Said maybe if you asked me yesterday, I would handle this differently.
Hey Blessed Babes, thank you for tuning in to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I installed knotless soft locks on myself and how I styled them into cute styles. As you can see, I already went ahead and I've done most of my head, and I've left out 3 braids to show you how I did the initial install. So today the hair that I'm going to be using is the Bobbi Boss Lock and Twist Afro Twister hair. It is 18 inches and it is the color 30, and it matches perfectly with the Bobbi Boss New Lock hair, which I am going to be using today also in M27 gold. The length that I'm using is 36 inches, and I'm so happy to show you guys the styles that I've done. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take one braid out and I'm going to clip the 2 back to keep it out of our way. I'm also going to be using 1 strand of the Bobbi Boss New Lock hair, and at the base of the lock there's a loop. Now with the loop I went ahead and I split it in 2 and cut off one side to thin out the loop. That gives you a sleeker and tighter knotless soft lock. I went ahead and crocheted it into my braid, and I went ahead and cut the Afro Twister hair in half because it is 18 inches and my hair is short and I don't need that long length. I also peeled off a small strand, I wrapped it underneath and wrapped over my hair. As I am wrapping down this lock, I'm making sure that I'm pulling the hair as tight as possible and making sure that I'm wrapping over all of my hair as I wrap down. I don't need to use more than one piece because my hair is only about 5 to 6 inches, and I don't plan on wrapping over the whole soft lock. As I'm wrapping down, I'm going to go ahead and palm roll them to make sure that it's nice and tight and holding together. Now, as I go on to the next, I'm going to be showing you a smoother process for how I thin out the loop on the knotless soft lock. As you can see, I'm separating the loop into 2. I'm going to get my scissors and I'm going to cut one part. Usually it's the smaller part, not the bigger part. And then I'm going to go ahead and crochet it into my braid and wrap over with the Afro Twister hair. The Afro Twister hair is so soft, and I'm so glad that Bobbi Boss came out with this because normally I use, I think it's the free tress twist or the outre hair, but this hair goes perfectly with the New Lock hair, and I wish they would have came out with this hair sooner because I definitely would have been using it instead of a different brand. This way you can stay within the same family. This way you get a more even and seamless look, especially when you're using color like how I am today. So today for styling, I'm going to be using black rubber bands and I'm going to be using bobby pins. So I'm going to take down my scarf, which was securing my edges, which really didn't help too much. I let the style sit for a couple of hours. I didn't want to move it as it was fresh. I'm going to be parting my hair in 2 sections in the beginning. So it's going to be front and back sections. And then I'm going to be parting the front section into 2 parts. So left and right evenly down the middle. Then I'm going to take 2 locks out from each side on the top and bottom for both. And then I'm going to start doing barrel twist and lock knots at the end. After taking out the 2 locks on each side, you want to make sure that you're securing the rest of the hair with a clip or a scrunchie so that it is out of your way, so that when you are styling, you aren't slipping up and you aren't messing up because the locks are falling in your way. Now let's get into it. So we're going to take the top lock and the bottom lock, and we're going to twist the bottom lock over the top lock and twist down. And then as you're twisting, you want to make sure that you're twisting in a way that it's overlapping and not just twisting together. When you're overlapping, it makes for a tighter twist that doesn't unravel easily. I find myself seeing videos, or even with myself when I'm styling my clients, if I don't do it tightly and overlapping itself, it will unravel eventually, and that's not something that we want. We want to make sure that when we are styling, that the twists are staying nice and secure. Now when we went to the end, we went ahead and we folded it in half and started twisting down itself to create that lock knot. As you do the lock knot, you want to make sure that you are wrapping the locks over themselves tightly so that the knot does not unravel. And when you get to the end, you want to make sure that you are securing with a rubber band always. You can secure with a rubber band or you can secure with a bobby pin. I've seen it done both ways. Me personally, I like to secure with a black rubber band. You could also use clear rubber bands, but they tend to pop. So that is something to just know. I personally just like to use the black rubber bands. It's so much easier that way, and I feel like it lasts longer for me. Now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap another rubber band, which I attached a shell to the end to give the style some pizzazz, and I also put some jewelry at the top of the twist. Now that I am done doing the twist with the knots, I'm going to pull that section off piece up into a side ponytail. So we're going to pull a lock from the back and we're going to wrap around, wrap around until the lock is finished, and we're going to secure it with a rubber band, or you can secure with a bobby pin if you don't have any large rubber bands. When I style my hair, I normally don't use any bobby pins for this part. My hair doesn't really unravel, but I also don't keep my styles in for long. That is why I don't put any bobby pins in, because I don't want to sit and pull out bobby pins when I'm ready to take the style down, which is usually the same day or the next day. Anytime I do styling on myself, it's for an event. It's never just to have a style in my hair because, again, I'm tenderhead. For the next part of the style, what we're going to do is be pulling out 3 or 4 locks, and we're going to loop it in half, or at least at a quarter, and then we are going to secure that loop with the 4 locks with the rubber band. Now with the rest of the locks, we're going to loop it again at the same length of the loop that we just did, and we're going to secure that with the rubber band as well. You may or may not still have some locks left over. You can go ahead and fold those as well and secure with the rubber band. If not, you can leave them hanging, and at the end when you wrap the bun, you can wrap up those dangling locks as well. And your girl's arms were tired, y'all. I had serviced a client earlier that day before I even did my hair, so you can just imagine how bad my arms were burning. Now we have done a couple loops and we have secured with the rubber band, and now we are in the back of the head, and I'm showing you how I am finishing this side. I'm only going to be showing you how I did one side, and I will come back at the end when I am done with both and show you the final look. As I said earlier, with the dangling locks that you have left, you are going to use those to wrap around the petal bun, and you are going to secure it with a rubber band to make sure that it doesn't unravel. I will not be securing with a rubber band because I don't plan on keeping my style in. I just wanted to show you guys exactly how I got this beautiful look. Y'all, the style is definitely giving. It's definitely giving. I haven't done this style before. Both of these styles are brand new styles that I've never done on a client and I've never done on myself. I have seen similar styles done before on TikTok and on Instagram, and I thought I'd give myself my own spin. If you love this look, please be sure to leave a comment below in the comment section. And if you do decide to recreate this style, please be sure to tag me in it on TikTok or on Instagram. Y'all, I'm loving this style. Now let's get ready for style number 2. Now, I left lock knots and the twist out on both sides, and I separated my hair again into 2 sections because with 36 inches, I really don't like to style the whole head because it is very heavy, especially if you're styling your locks as soon as you get them installed. It can definitely be painful, and I don't want to create too much tension on my hair, especially because I colored my hair to make sure that I match the lock, which I've never done before. So with this style, I'm going to be doing 2 more lock knots and twists added on to the one that I already have. So on both sides, on the left and right side, I'm going to have 3 twists with lock knots. When you are doing your lock knots, you want to make sure that they are even all the way around so that you really don't have uneven locks. I mean, if that's the look that you are going for, you can go ahead and do that as well. But for me, I really wasn't trying to have them too uneven. I was trying to give like a more natural look. I never like for it to look 100% like perfect. I want it to look effortless, like I didn't try too hard to go ahead and get the style. So with this last twist and lock knot, I'm using 3 locks. I'm not using 2. This is the look that I'm going for. If you don't know how to do 3-strand twist, what you're going to do is you're going to wrap backwards and not forwards. So you're going to start with the middle lock and you're going to wrap around the last lock, and you're going to start with the first lock and you're going to wrap around the last 2 locks, and then you're going to continue down like we did previously with the other 2 twists and lock knots, and secure with the rubber band when you are finished. Now that we are done with the twists and lock knots, we are going to pull up the rest of the hair that is in the front. We are going to take a lock from the back, wrap around, and secure with a bobby pin like how we did in the first style. With this look, you can do this throughout your whole head. You don't necessarily just have to do it in the front. I mean, you can have 4 ponytails, 6 ponytails, you know, whatever you are looking for. Me personally, I like to have the back down and the front up when I'm doing 36-inch locks. So I took 3 locks and I braided them down together, and then I went ahead and folded one about, I'd say about 25% again, and secured it with a rubber band. And then you're going to fold it again on the same braid and secure it with a rubber band. Then you're going to fold it 2 more times. And when you are done folding them, you're going to wrap around the 4 different sections and secure with a rubber band. And that is going to give you a butterfly look. I mean, to me, I was going for butterfly, but it also looks like flower petals in a way. Either way, it's super cute, and I was definitely feeling it. I actually styled my daughter's hair in this style also. I didn't get a chance to take any pictures, but this style was definitely giving. Hopefully some of my clients can book this look. I was definitely loving it. Super creative. I haven't seen anyone do it, and I was definitely feeling it. Y'all let me know how you feel in the comments. Let me know if you style, you know, any of these looks, and please let me know if it was hard for you. How was the process? Is it something that you would continue doing? And please be sure to tag me. Y'all, look at this look. It was definitely giving. Again, please be sure to tag me on Instagram, on TikTok, on any social media handles if you try this look at home. Now that we are done creating the butterfly effect, we are going to go ahead and give 2-strand twists and lock knots at the end of the ponytails on both sides. Again, I'm not going to show you how I style both sides. I'm only going to show you how I style one side because I didn't want to make this video too long for you guys. As you can see, I'm wrapping up as tight as possible, and I'm going to secure with the rubber band, and then I'm going to mirror this style on the other side. Now that we are finished, I'm going to mirror the style on the other side and come back and show you my last step. Now I'm going to be pulling up the hair that is in the back of my head up into a high bun, and I'm going to be securing with a bobby pin. This was a last minute idea that I thought of. Instead of having it hang down, I've never seen anyone, you know, do something like this. Normally, if I see 36-inch lock styled, it's just the front and it's never really the back, and I understand why. But I wanted to try something new, and I was definitely feeling it, as you can tell by the look on my face. But it was so cute. It was so cute. What I should have done was I should have sewn some pieces of shells around the bun. I think that would have turned out so freaking pretty. Before we end this video, I want to go ahead and give a quick shout out to Bobby Boss for sponsoring this video. Thank you, Bobby Boss, for supplying me with the Afro twisted hair and the new lock hair to give you guys this video. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and please be sure to leave a comment below. Bye, babes.